All right, so there's three main reasons business owners think they don't need a customer consultant. One, lack of awareness, right? They just may not understand the potential benefits or be unaware of how customer strategy can truly impact their business positively and why it's important to have that now versus some point in the future. Two, impacts anything, budget constraints, right? I think that's self-explanatory. And then three, overconfidence, right? Some business owners, they have this thought process that they already have a strong understanding of their customers and their needs, whether they have it from when they first did research, when they started their business, or there's an assumption, or they feel like their target audience is easy to understand, or they get a lot of reviews, whatever the reason is, there's usually this overconfidence or assumption that they have the level of information that they need to have an understanding around their customers in the moment that will give them maximize revenue and profit for their business. And honestly, that's not normally the case, right? A customer consultant is kind of like a specialized detective for your business. They help you understand your customers at a whole different level. They can find out details of what your customers think is awesome, what makes them stay with your business, and what makes them leave, even what triggers them to even think about your brand before they get to those points, right? And all of that sounds really simple and like you just figured out on your own at any given point that you want to. But if it were that easy, customer strategists, customer consultants, they would not exist, and big companies would not be paying them big bucks to utilize them to help them to continue to grow and accelerate their business. So I think the first two are pretty self-explanatory. Let's talk about the third one, overconfidence in existing knowledge and awareness, right? So they may think that they have a solid understanding of customer behavior, what they think, what they like, what they don't like, what products they want, what features they prefer. They may have this there's often this big assumption of, well, my revenue is really good and I've been growing my business, so I must be doing okay. The customers must be pretty happy. And the few that aren't, well, those are certain kind of customers I probably shouldn't have had, right? There's all these assumptions that we have, but there's things to consider. Like number one, limited perspective. And a lot of times we use that surface level data, right? The basic demographics, the purchase history, the basic review feedback. And this can lead you to kind of either just a partial understanding or a skewed understanding of customer behavior. Two, complexities of customer behavior. Customer behavior today versus customer behavior 5, 10, 15, 20 years ago, and probably even whenever you started your business it's totally different. Expectations continue to increase. Behaviors are changing because the economic landscape is constantly changing. The competitive landscape is constantly changing, and a whole bunch of other reasons, right? And you may not be able to assess all of those aspects and keep up with how they're moving and allow your brand to be agile around that to continue to meet and exceed customer expectations the way you need to for growth. Three, underestimating the professional expertise. It's a big roadblock. And you could probably say this about other experts as well, but customer consultants bring this wealth of experience around the customer and data-driven insights to the table, which allows them to identify a different level of trends and insights that may not be immediately obvious or visible to the business owner. And then four is missed opportunities or potential missed opportunities. Business owners that think they know their customers inside and out and that they're an expert on it because it's their business. And that's natural to do, right? But they tend to overlook opportunities for improvement. They tend to overlook opportunities for differentiating themselves from the competition. And they may fail to identify either all of the pain points or the current pain point that, customer strategists could easily identify and address for them. So, acknowledging that customer behavior can be more complex than it appears is step number one. And then, making yourself more informed and having more strategic decisions that are customer driven will benefit not only your business and the customers, but it allows you to have that in the moment and long-term future-proof growth that you're probably not just going to get on your own. Business is about partnership with people who have specialized experience, and then partnership with customers.